All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome to another day, or wherever the time is of where you're at. Good evening, good morning, have a good day. Okay. All right. So this is another one of those readings where, like, Spirit's like, no title, jump in, go. And so I'm like, yeah, all right, let's do it. All right, Spirit, where do you want to guide us today? Start with that deck second. We're gonna start with another deck first, which is, give me one moment, guys. So I wanted to actually use this this Oracle deck. I don't use this deck a lot because, unfortunately, my cat has ate two of them, and I will probably use this for like altar work because literally two out of the cards were destroyed. So I'm gonna plan to buy another deck of the exact same one, and then just, then use that deck. Look, it's chewed up. All right, so Mausolea, and I wanted to take a quick moment to, talk about this Oracle deck. Mausolea is a vision of the world beyond. The place our souls may travel after death. It is a place that is knit together from many of the stories that exist in all corners of the ancient world, full of heroes and gods of myth and legend. It is true. It is a true essence of these personalities and the stories that they inhibit. That it is intended to lend insight and reveal hidden truths of our own lives and the path we travel. The spirit world of Mausolea is completed with the spirit world of Mausolea is comprised of countless realms, and this deck includes 6 of these great kingdoms as a reflection of our own world. And from each of these selected 6 inhabitants who best represent certain qualities and ideals, it is the power of these personalities and traits that illuminate the path before you. 2 methods may be useful with these cards, and then it just goes on talking about the spread. But this is just a general summary of what this deck is about. So who wants to come out? Ooh! Once again, everything wants to drop out. Did see one card face up though. Oh no, we're gonna reshuffle again. One moment. Okay, we first got Arwen, which is the master of the great hunt. Authority, the hunt in natural balance. Start with 3 cards first. All right, Spirit. Hades, equanimity, wisdom, and inevitability. Okay, so the first card that we got, we got after Arwen would be Hades and Thanos is completion, support, and expendency. So we're gonna take the time to actually read through these 3 cards first. R1 comes from, okay, the domain of Anwin is the ancient hunting ground of the gods, the land of myth and folklore. It is both wild and unpredictable, and bound by traditions, customs, and ritual as old as time itself. To dwell in Anwin is to be both bound by the wild, ancient, and childlike, fear, and bestial. So this realm is the energy of, it is wild, ancient, childlike, fair, and bestial. So now Arwen is the master of the great hunt and is lord of his domain. In the sense that he embodies his nature, his power supports his interest, but does not dictate after the fashion of a tyrant, nor attempt to govern it. Those who serve him do so out of loyalty rather than fear, and pursue those paths which are natural to themselves. Arwen directs one to follows one nature, rather than attempting to orchestrate others in pursuit of the most high important quarry of all. This is a man that, he is in a position of power, but he does not attempt to be, he does not act or proceed forward like a tyrant, nor does he dictate others, in his fashion that he thinks that he wants. All right, now we have Hades, and Hades is from Greece. Now, if I could find the page. Hades. And I don't know why I can't find him. Anubis, Hathor, Matriarch, Osiris. Lady of Mask. Morgan Le Fay, the Dawn, the Danu. How come I can find everyone else so far? There we go. Okay. Hades, he belongs to the kingdom of Hades. The realm of Hades, next to Pandemonium, the most mortal of the domains. This is perhaps due to the intensity of the human nature of the gods that dwell adjacent to it. To dwell in Hades is to express the care of the dead for the living, the inevitability of human nature, and the possibility of change even past the point of no return. He is a lord of riches. Unlike the decadent, fickle gods of the Olympus, Hades cares more for the people under his rule than he does for his own pleasure. He endures their sneers and abuses with equanimity, focused on his goals and his responsibilities, knowing that eventually all will come to an end on his realm. Hades reminds us to ignore petty, unworthy distractions and to focus on which will make a real difference to the world. So, avoiding petty conversations and proceeding forward with actions that can help contribute to make changes within you and then therefore towards others. Yeah. So then now finally we have Thanatos and its completion, support, and expendency. I do apologize for the sniffing, by the way. I'm a little bit congested, but I will be okay. Martyr, Osiris, Moon Empress, and Set. Nope, still went too far. There we go. All right. Thanatos, the son of night and darkness. Thanatos supports the rest of the deities of Hades in their duties, fulfilling whatever need is required. The god of endings, he sees all things through to completion, serving those who require service, in line with the ultimate goals of the realm and its master. Thanatos teaches that it is not always leadership where satisfaction and worthiness is found. It is often the greater satisfaction in seeing a good thing completed for others, rather than chasing glory, fame, or credit. Done, after all, is better than perfect. So, the key words here is, living in a childlike, state. There is this intensity of being extremely connected to the ancients and the natural order during the beginning of time. Not to use your leadership for good, which is also Hades as well here. Let's see. Now, if we have this, and then Thanatos reminds us, once again, that done, after all, is better than perfect. Rather than, you rely on others, and rather than not everything needs somebody to lead. Sometimes, teamwork can get the job done. Okay? So those are the keywords that Spirit wants us to focus on today. I'm going to move on to the second oracle. And reshuffle. Second chance, family, manipulations. Okay, so interesting is that so second chance came out, right? And it came out outright. I had two cards that were face down. And then I had all of the other cards that came after that were face up. So the cards that were face up was Family Tree, but then you also have Manipulation and Bad Weather. Now, what I find interesting is that although those cards were face up, you have these two cards that were face down. A recognition of a major shift. Why is these two cards present? Why is Bad Weather and Manipulation present? Ugh. What is the significance? Why is these two cards here? Why is it, what is with it, what's the Bad Weather and the Manipulation? Higher self, revelation, fertility, and a problem solved. Problem solved, abundance, fertile abundance, revelation, and higher self. Okay, so the problem solved. There's a revelation of, for those who are tapping into this message, you are coming more in line with your higher self and with your abundance. There's also revelation in between here, and then there's a problem solved. I think the problem solved is going to go back to, because I did ask why did Manipulation and Bad Weather came out, especially after Family Tree. Okay, so now there's something that I'm still not exactly, there's still something picking at me a little bit. Please give me one more clarification. Dude, all of these freaking cards come out. Preparing for something is what I'm feeling here. I mean, the next card was leveling up, actually, after when I did ask for more clarification about the Bad Weather and Manipulation. Agreement, isolation, and I asked for confirmation. I wanted to ask for it. Okay, so, oh boy. All right, so take this message if it resonates, and if it does not fit your situation, do not force this. Okay, there has been someone in your family that has been, they put themselves in a state, just in a very negative mind state, and this person is choosing to be this way. Okay, and again, your higher self here is helping you understand how to connect to your abundance. But the Family Tree here, so this is generational wealth. Okay, so when we talk about generational wealth here, this is not only just about like financial money. This is like, yes, it is also, it's your own abundance. It's also just the story, you know, what is it that like it's not the culture, just like what your family has been known for. There's like a revelation of, and Spirit's telling me to stop here, because each of your revelations is to each their own selves. All I can say as the reader who is telling you this, who is speaking to you, is you are going through a dark night of the soul here, and it's not a fun time. It never is, because you are facing your own demons. No, it's not ever fun for anybody to face their own demons. It's never an easy thing to do. But when we face these part of ourselves, and then we find out what was the source of the wound, and we heal it, that is when we level up. And that is when, because we have now understood what has actually held us back. And so when you heal this, then that's when you can unlock this. You can unlock just what really just, it's not only what you deserved because you worked for it, but really it's all the energy, because this is feminine energy, right? All of the energy that you have put in, which is your masculine energy, now it's all being, it's coming into reciprocity, okay? So something is slowly being brought towards you, but the thing is this, you unless, again, you can understand that this is working for you and not, this is not working against you, this is working for you, that things will start to work a little bit more in your favor. And I'm going back to like the manipulation and the bad weather here. And I understand, for like, there are a lot of people out there who we've always been struggling every day, or we all go through different types of struggles every day, right? Even with our own family, no matter what our status, okay? And I'm really tapping into a collective here that has just day in, day out, do the work that needs to be done and not take a pause for themselves. And I can understand this a lot, because like, you have no one really, for those of you who resonate with this, there is people who there's no one that really does support you like that, it's been kind of a challenge to find a system that supports you, and for some of you that it has been your family, but then for others it's going to be just the soul family that you create. Not all family is blood. Not all family is blood. Sometimes like the people who just understands us the most, they're close. They are close to us as family than anything else. So so yeah, like, you've had to just take whatever crap that was thrown at your face and then just try to make something out of it. And I hear you. I really do hear you. And I think the reason why that, this, again, recognition of a major shift here came out, and it came out phase down, is because, again, this is working for you and not against you. Okay? Let's keep going. For some of you who, and then will also resonate, unfortunately, there's been some type of family agreement of isolation and no communication. And I think it belongs to the person who is in this bad, mental state, who still wants to continue to get something out of whatever, this person has to agree to no longer, contact this person may be close to your family, could be perhaps a family friend or a coworker who is working with your family. So for that person who was causing just causing bad weather problems, I have this feeling I'm picking up where this person was close to you. If it's not about years, it's just more about you've talked a lot to this person about just very many vulnerable things. You have opened up to this person, and this person did not give you the same reciprocity. When really a higher plan. When really, it's hard, especially when you have gone through a lot of shit. It's hard to open up to somebody. And then when that person that you tried to open up to, mocks you or downplays what you said or just dismisses you, it kind of feels isolating. It kind of hurts, you know? But a higher plan, sometimes rejection is protection. Sometimes rejection, like, again, the denial of a job, or if you are having to remain at a distance toward, from this person, whatever have you, this is because it's for your protection. Okay? I am hearing somebody's ancestor here, and it's a female. Healing path, wish fulfillment, divine intervention. Wow. Divine intervention, wish fulfillment, and healing path. So, like I said, there was this feels like an aunt. This feels, I don't feel that this is a grandmother energy. This is someone who is in their mid 40s, in their 50s, and this could be a spirit that passed on, and again, it depending on your depending on your situation, see how it fits. For those who who you don't have a dead family member, everyone's still here. Well, this aunt has been silently been praying for you, has been praying to the higher deities to please help you embark on this healing path. I think this aunt has witnessed this situation that has been going on with your family, and is very concerned for you. And all she can do is just send it to the game. Meaning, like, you just send your problems to the universe. All I wish is for the collective to get better. This person's very concerned for you. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit, that we need to know? I'm not picking that up. Anything else we need to know, Spirit? Limitless. Fear of change. There's somebody who is doing whatever they can to keep you from moving forward. Okay? And although, yes, we do, we have to block out the haters, and that is one part of life, and it is true. But at the same time, when you have someone who is, persistent, someone who is aggressive, someone who does not understand boundaries, they're going to do whatever they want to do just so they can keep you from moving forward. And it's just because they're codependent on you, collective. They don't have an identity outside of themselves. So the only person that they can attach to is you, because you are in your abundance. You're in your fertile energy. You are you're leveling up, and your frequency, and as kind of like how readers say it, and but it's true though, when you start to enter in a new phase of yourself, from the way how you think about yourself to the way of how you present yourself, and when you level up, that starts to change, and people notice that change. People will, although energy is an invisible thing, we can't see it on the naked eye. However, people can feel it. People can feel, the energy that is around you. Okay? Then we have miraculous luck, master of destiny, and generational healing. Miraculous luck and master of destiny? Okay, so going back to that aunt, or to whoever the female family member, again, was healing path, wish fulfillment, and divine intervention. So actually, you're not alone. If you think you're alone, you are not alone. You are not alone. Because all the prayers that this person has done for you is actually helping you create your own path of your own destiny. I'm My voice is starting to crack a little bit. But I can see here in Limitless is the last card that I got. But I feel here that, and I'm going through this same phase as well, and so I want to like speak of my story for a little bit. I am learning how to present myself in a way that I am able to speak my most authentic truth. And what I mean by that is, me being Asian, it's, you know, formalities are always a thing, you know? Respect of the elders is always a thing, right? And although I understand formalities, you know, but asking, like, as a person internally, when I've had an older family member that, you know, I have to do these formalities to, and the relationship hasn't been the best, then that's where I had internal confliction, because I'm trying to give respect to this person, or at least just, again, I'm trying to do the formalities, and I'm trying to do it into the best of the way that I could to my ability. And I've just had examples in the past, not per se my family. I've just had examples where, like, there are other families who do not respect those formalities, and I find that interesting. I find that very interesting. And I know that was a random tidbit. That made sense for somebody out there. I don't know who, but that was a very random tidbit that I just said. Forgive me, but it'll fit for some new perspective before I put away the deck. This is also Hanged Man energy to me, but you also have 9 too, which is Hermit, the revelation. So the revelation that you will have will bring you a new perspective. This is going to be scary for a lot of people, because you have been so used to, you know, making money or doing things in a way that your parents knew. And that's why I posted that song on my channel, Haylene and Miyuki, because I love that song a lot, and it's significant for a reason. Feel the fire. Okay, now let's go back. Let's go into tarot. Feel the power, feel the fire, burning in the engine of desire, 'cause I'm the voltage in your veins. Let it take you, activate you, feel the work, the rise and current resonate you. Oh. Listen to that song, it's really beautiful. Also, Haylene's album, just Eclipse, also came out too. And there is actually a lunar, not solar. Solar is where you need to have eye protection. Lunar eclipse is the moon, so you don't need protection, and it's actually going to be happening on the 27th and the 28th. So for those who live in the mid and the east, in the East Coast, so from Florida, that you guys will be able to actually see it. It's pretty cool. I'm going to definitely post that song like at the same time of the lunar eclipse. I'm eclipsed by you. All right, so the cards went, okay, so we're gonna go with the anchor first, which is the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is all about our wish fulfillments. Okay, there's also something significant about art, your creations. Okay, now we complete the spread here. You have that's the masculine side. Now so what's taking action? The Moon, the Seven of Wands, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles. What is the Knight of... I'm sorry, what is on this left side? Give me more clarification, please. Ideas, endings and beginnings, a major shift, and then Neptune. So it is about the illusions. Okay. All right. So... Okay, so the Moon is confirming, for those of you who... Dark Night of the Soul. The Moon here is illuminating to you something in the darkness here. For some of y'all have been in like this standstill, and it's been driving you crazy, and you've been wondering why you haven't been able to move forward, and it's because you're fighting yourself against something here. Okay? The Devil came out, and this is again our demons. This is our demons. This is our toxicity. This is also material wealth as well, but really this is more leaning into, you know, people who are toxic or toxic traits within yourself. And again, it's going back to whoever that person was causing that bad weather and manipulation. This energy is present here. So, the thing is, though, why are we talking about this person? Why is this person so significant, though? Five, King of Cups, Pentacles, and the Magician? And the Six of Swords? So... there is two male figures here, and I'm now heading into a different direction here. So for this other path that I'm seeing here is that there is these two males. One of them is emotionally volatile. The other one is just very money greedy, or just emotionally manipulative greed. Is the Five of Wands here was causing problems. But what I see here, and it's interesting to me, is that you have the Magician and the Six of Swords. So they were trying to cause problems for you so that you would actually say, hey, I need to move on and move away, you know. Like like you have the Moon and the Seven of Wands here too. You see what I mean? Because like Seven of Wands can also mean defending yourself, you know, feeling like, you know, you're the underdog, right? Keep going, Spirit. What are your... Seven of Swords, the Sun, and the Queen of Swords and the Sun. Okay, well, whatever what happened with this. Whatever what happened with these two guys, whatever what happened, the truth is going to come out with the Sun card, especially. Let's see, Queen of Swords and the Seven. Whatever this person was defensive about is exactly what this person was lying to you about. And for some of you, it did have to deal with money. For some of you, it has to deal with child support. For some of you, it's some type of business contract exchange. But here's the thing, though. I see on this side, we have the Tower, the Lovers, and the Judgment here. But that's the receiving side, okay? So ultimately, the Tower represents, again, a quick and sudden change. These are all major arcana cards. This is going to happen in real time. This pair, this King of Cups and this King of Pentacles here, this duo right here is going to, F around and find out. That's it. Let's see what else. Let's see. So I'm seeing the imagery of the tower here. And I'm getting this visual of like, there was this accident that happened at work. Does not have to be a huge thing like an explosion, but somebody like, you see how these people are falling from the from this apparatus. There was somebody that got injured here at work, and don't know why, like, this king and this of cups and pentacles they're responsible for it, but they're not admitting it. They're literally not admitting it. They're not admitting it. So in this case, Spirit, well, since you have revealed that to us, what would be the best advice, for the collective? Serve. Well, first thing, heal your inner world. Three of this, in this case, when you have the Nine of Cups here next to the Three of Swords, this is more about healing. I feel like this person definitely took a lot out of you, but there's really not much to say. But keep your family close, for whether it be soul family or those who are with you, who that they love you, they support you no matter what. Lean on them. I feel really isolated energy here, and I feel like, yeah, I can feel like, the bottomless pit, like, the hard rock in your stomach. I can feel it, and I can only imagine how hard it's been for y'all. Like I said, especially if you spent a lot of time, with this member or with this business partner, just take the time to heal. Take the time to pour into yourself. I feel like, again, these are to all the workers, all the hustlers out there who just are just trying to get by, you don't have to be graceful. You don't have to show yourself in a way that you think that you need to. Sometimes there's just the situations that we deal with, we're just so distraught about it, because we're still processing it, that it's kind of challenging during those moments to keep formalities, to keep a straight face. And I understand. Can we have, let's put some cards of Gateway of Activation. Okay. We're going to end with the Gateway of Activation. Wisdom Transmission, Gaia Activation. So you are fertile abundance. You are unlocking generational wisdom that goes beyond more than your ancestors, honey. Guy, gal. Goes more beyond than that. There is a certain deity that does want to connect with you. This person, this, it's either, it can be a god form, but can also just be a spirit. Why do I keep saying person? They are trying to to have the person pay attention to them, is what I meant to say. But yeah, wisdom transmission, learning experiences. Yeah, this is this is a huge lesson for your family. It's a hard lesson on accountability and reliability as friends. And also, how does that apply as a business relationship? Upgrade. You're getting an upgrade. Solar plexus. So wear yellow, eat bananas, eat yellow foods, just wear yellow, like work with citrine, work with yellow stones, to assist you at this time. But you're definitely getting an upgrade. You definitely are getting an upgrade. And it's like somebody told me, you're awake, and I know you don't, sometimes you may not want to be awake, meaning like, you know, you woke up one day, and you realize it's different. And that's the thing, once you wake up, there's no way to back away from that. And I will say this, for those people who I have seen that they receive the wisdom from the higher self and from the deities, you know, what is it that they need to do in order for them to level up? They don't. When they reject it, then it not only becomes a battle with them and higher spirit, but no, the higher spirit is therefore, it's just fighting with your internal turmoil, okay? Because of like you're blocking the gift that the universe is trying to give you. And it's not coming in a gift of like rainbows and unicorns. No, it's coming from a place of like, hey, your family did that in the past. How do you feel about that? Or your friend just did this. How do you feel about that? You know, like, yeah, it reminded you about these gifts. In this case, particular case from the Dark Night of the Soul, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. But when you do come out on the other side of it, you come out stronger. Like, manifestation vortex. Manifestation. Like, there's really no words to describe, like, whenever you reach an ascension, but just when you step up and when you become the master of your own field, you better best believe people are gonna hate that. You're gonna best believe people are gonna hate that. Because all those people were complaining not only at themselves, but they were complaining at you. You know, that you were gonna do something, that you weren't capable, that you, like, all of these things, naysayers, you know? And what do you know? Resolution, the Palladian activation, coming together, harmony. There is a resolution that's going to be happening with your family. Like, this dark period that's been happening, it's gonna come to an end. Just hang on tight. So then you have light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic, and I am present. How beautiful to end this reading. This Dark Night of the Soul is your activation. It's not folding onto you, it's coming to you. It comes into you, meaning. So, like, it's not, when you, rather than you feeling like, oh, you're forced to do this, you're forced to go through this because you're walking through a very uncomfortable, stressful, tumultuous memory or events, maybe right now, past or current. But either way, I am present. It activates the divine light in you. Okay? So yeah, this was a great, beautiful reading to have. All right. See you later, y'all. Hope you have a great day, evening, wherever you are.